hope, there is a fantastic opportunity called today. Respected Headmistress Sister Leena, teachers and all my dear friends, a very good morning to one and all. I welcome you all to the virtual assembly conducted by we the students of 10C. Every day is the beginning of something beautiful. To make that more beautiful, we can start with a prayer. I welcome Lakshmi Priya for the prayer song.
Ishvara Jagadishvara Tava Sharanam Sharanam Manasam Ishvara Jagadishvara Priyakaram Mangalakaram Tava Sukti Shravanal Manoharam.
Lord's Prayer by Joshua.
Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom comes, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Now, Srihari is here with the pledge.
India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always try to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers and all elders respect, treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people I pledge my devotion. India well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness.
A good thought always sets our mind ready for a productive day. Thought for the day by Pavitra.
Thoughts for the day. The act of healing comes from the nature, not from the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from the nature with an open mind. These are the words of Paracelsus. Thank you.
We are never really happy until we brighten the lives of others. This is a quote by Helen Keller. June 26 is the birth date of Helen Keller. Lakshmi P is here with the speech.
A warm good morning to one and all, respected headmistress, Sister Leena, teachers and all my dear friends. I feel extremely privileged to get an opportunity to speak about Helen Keller, one of the most inspiring women of the world. She was born on 27 June 1818 in Tuscumbia in Alabama. At the age of 19 months, she fell ill with brain fever which disabled her hearing and seeing. Since she was a very bright child, she had so much to express. However, finding herself disabled frustrated her. She became very restless at times. Helen Keller had to face difficult situations in all the steps she put forward. She fought her darkness, hearing and speech disability and emerged as a better personality. She was a child who had to fight the innumerable challenges since her early childhood. The challenges she faced were quite difficult, as if nature had planned a special obstacle course for her to help her to give her best out. After being rendered blind and disabled in hearing and speaking, Helen's frustration to learn more and more about life mounted very high. Her hearing disability combined with visual disability made her the teaching and learning more challenging. Helen was a very industrious girl. She always did her best to learn. She had such a innate passion for learning which always motivated her. Manual alphabet, reading, arithmetic, etc. all were formidable challenges for her initially. But she overcame them. The most difficult of all of them was learning to speak. Learning to speak is almost an impossible task for all those who have learning disability. So Helen had to work very hard. She had to repeat each word sentence many a times to get the right tone and pronunciation. She practiced tirelessly. At times she became discouraged and weak too. But she never gave up. She fought all the difficulties courageously. Her entire life appeared to be full of obstacles with commendable patience. She was a great fighter against personal weakness, from whom we can learn many lessons of courage, perseverance and inner strength. As a result of her character and determination to succeed, she became enormously successful in life. The world still remembers her noble deeds and draws the inspiration from her life. I hope her life will be a motivation to all of us in this present situation. Now, the world is facing a dark situation. How Helen made her darkness to light. We together will make this dark situation to a colorful future. Let's think positive and do positive. Thank you. I hope you all have a great day ahead.
Dance is the joy of moment and heart of life. Now let's watch a beautiful dance performance by Shweta.
important. I take this opportunity to invite our special guest Dr. Devina, MBBS MD, to the session. She is a former student of our school, Presentation Higher Secondary School. Presently, she is working at East Point College of Medical Science, Bangalore. She will be sharing her experiences as a doctor and some important things to be taken care during this period. Now, I welcome Nesla and Sandra for the interview session with Dr. Devina.
I know that many of us have the ambition to be a doctor, and we all know that July 1st is celebrated as National Doctors' Day. Today, we have a very special guest with us, and I am very proud to introduce her because she is a product of presentation and she is an inspiration to us. With all respect, I invite Dr. Devina Dilip, MBBS MD, to this moment.
Thank you so much. Feels like coming home almost.
So, ma'am, can we go with the first question?
Please.
So, ma'am, what attracted you to this job, to choose as a doctor?
This was my ambition since my childhood. What attracted me would be when you go to a doctor, even for a small cough, or a small complaint, the small medicines that he give you, or a small gesture, or the way the person reassures you, it gives you so much relief and it alleviates your suffering like anything. So that's what attracted to me the most. The smallest of the gestures can bring a big difference to someone else's life, especially when you're working even as a junior of the food chain of the whole hospital setup. A small measure which is done by you, maybe changing a catheter or giving an IV fluid, it makes a very, very big difference to the person that we are helping. So that's what attracted me most to this profession, because by doing very little, we help. We can help in very many ways.
So, like recently, doctors have been facing a lot of threats and attacks from the society without even after forsaking their needs and happiness, they have been facing so many threats. So, what is your opinion about it?
See, that I strongly condemn the attempts that is alarmingly increasing nowadays, especially given the COVID situation. The frontline health workers have been working for hours on end without even meeting their family. So I would not say it is a sacrifice, because once we become a doctor, we sign up for that anyways. But the thing is, where down the line there has been a misunderstanding between the doctor and the patient community. Patient community always looks at the doctor fraternity with a little mistrust. Okay, so many in these recent cases which we have encountered, most of the cases, the patients were brought at the last stage of their disease, probably in a stage where the recovery was not possible. Okay, but also when I say this, I don't overlook, because the patients, they are in distress. Give them the benefit of doubt, because if you're a parent or if your relative is in distress and you come to the hospital, so your mind is not that, will not be that forgiving, because it's after all a loss of life. Okay, so what the measures that from the medical fraternity they have undertaken is that we have imparted so many new skill sets even from the first year of MBBS, where we teach the students about the communication skills. We teach them how to what is ethics, to break the bad news. Okay, that's very, very important. The way you deal with the patients is very important. The words we choose when we talk to the patient is very, very important. Okay, so I think by incorporating all these new steps, we would be able to train a new generation of doctors who can empathize more with the patients, and to bridge that gap of misunderstanding which is there between the doctor and the patient community now.
As the pandemic is rising, what precautionary measures do you suggest for us?
Yes, especially the third wave, the studies are being now, the studies are saying that more younger children might be affected. So it is very important that you people also take necessary measures to prevent the spread or the transmission of COVID. So as a doctor, I would just suggest that proper washing of your hands, wearing of the mask, social distancing, do not crowd around the places. Always maintain the social distancing. Always should be aware that this disease has not disappeared from a community. It is still there. So it's always prevention is much, much better than cure. So always adhere to the basic practices which are always there, which we are practicing even now. Don't let go of that. Please continue to practice all those measures. To all of you.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, even in this pandemic scenario, you are serving your people in the right way. Even without taking care of your own lives, you are serving us selfless. And we are always proud of you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Devna ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us.
July 1st is observed as International Day of Doctors. Now we can see a picture drawn by Gauri Nanda showing the value of a doctor in our life.
it's time for us to wind up the session. Let's conclude the assembly with a famous quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Confidence and hard work is the best medicine to kill the disease called failure. It will make you a successful person. Thank you.